We've all played the game. You're sitting in traffic or you're at a job you don't love, and you think, what if? What if those 6 numbers actually hit? You see the headlines, $500 million, $1 billion. You'd buy the house, the car, quit the job, and live happily ever after. Statistics say otherwise. According to the National Endowment for Financial Education, about 70% of people who suddenly receive a large windfall of cash go bankrupt within a few years. Today, we're looking at 3 different lives. 3 people who won it all, only to find out that the money wasn't a gift. It was a test they weren't prepared to pass. This is the anatomy of the lottery curse. Let's talk about Jack. Not his real name, but a very real story. Jack won $15 million. He was a blue-collar worker, a good guy. The first thing he did, he bought a fleet of luxury cars, not 1, but 6. Then he bought a mansion with a pool he never used. But here's the thing about a $15 million win. If you spend $5 million in the first year, you don't have $10 million left. You have a liability problem. Jack forgot about the hidden math. A $2 million house costs $100,000 a year just to keep the lights on and the grass cut. A supercar costs $5,000 for an oil change. Within 3 years, Jack wasn't just broke, he was in debt. He had the lifestyle, but he no longer had the cash flow to support it. This is lesson 1. Lifestyle creep is a silent killer. Our second story is about Sarah. Sarah won $30 million. She was smart. She didn't buy the Ferraris, but she had a big heart. Suddenly, cousins she hadn't seen in a decade needed startup capital for business ideas. Her best friend needed a mortgage paid off. Her brother needed a new boat. It's hard to say no when you have $30 million in the bank. You feel like a villain. But Sarah learned the hard way that you cannot be the world's private bank. Most of those investments in family businesses failed. The friendship soured when she finally had to stop the tap. By year 5, Sarah was alone and her accounts were drained. Lesson 2, boundaries are more valuable than gold. Now let's look at the winner who stayed a winner. We'll call him the Ghost. When he won $50 million, he didn't tell a soul for 6 months. He didn't quit his job immediately. He didn't buy a new car. Instead, he hired a lawyer, a tax professional, and a fiduciary financial planner. He set up a burn account. A small percentage of the win he was allowed to blow on fun stuff. And he tucked the rest into boring, long-term investments. Today, he lives a very comfortable, very normal life. He's rich, but he isn't famous rich. He understood the most important rule of wealth. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Why does this happen? It's called sudden wealth syndrome. When your bank account grows faster than your financial literacy, the result is almost always a crash. Your brain treats found money differently than earned money. We're more likely to gamble with a gift than with our paycheck. To survive a win, you have to treat that money with the same respect as if you'd worked 40 years to earn it. You don't need a lottery ticket to be wealthy. In fact, for most of us, the slow way is the only way that actually sticks. Because by the time you earn the million, you've developed the character required to handle it. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button and tell me in the comments, if you won $10 million tomorrow, what's the first thing you'd buy? Be honest. Thanks for watching. Stay grounded.